Hey everybody, John
Hey,
Laurel here with the J&L Chronicles.
yep. Hope you're having a great day, folks. Today, I'm going to blow John's mind with some facts that are real but sound fake.
Well, blow away.
Okay. Uh, Caligula once made his horse a priest.
He made his horse a priest. You're gonna have
The
to
emperor.
You're gonna have to elaborate on that one. He gave him the collar and was like, okay, yeah, my horse is a priest now.
Well, actually, he wanted him to be a senator, but he tried to get him put up to be a consular. The Senate, there was always two senators in a state, so that both sides could be represented. And yeah, he wanted him to be a consular who carries out the orders or the things handed down by Senate.
And how was he supposed to do this?
Okay, this is where it gets crazy, folks.
Because, well, first off, I want to say,
Crazier.
we could probably replace some of our senators with horses and be better off, quite frankly.
Well, now you sound like Caligula.
Well, it's in today's Senate hearing, we're trying to find out if Salt Lick is better than... Senator Ed, did you put this on the docket?
Now, he said that the horse would defecate on the side that it agreed with.
Shouldn't it have been a defecate on the side that it disagreed with?
Maybe that was it. It's one of the two. Well, it sounds funny, but he really loved his horse. He had a
Sounds like it.
Yeah, he had a marble manger, no, an ivory manger, and a marble. What do you call those things? Horse stalls or
Yeah.
horse enclosures? So he really loved his horse. He loved animals more than humans. And he was a ruthless man.
Yeah.
But he loved that horse.
Well, I guess every evil tyrant has their good side. Caligula loved his horse. Hitler loved his dogs.
Ugh. Why do they have to be on the animal lover side? Anyhow, well, you would have to be a sociopath to dislike animals.
Yeah.
Completely. Oh, I have another one.
Okay.
Okay. The Pharaoh Pepi II, he would smear honey on his servants. And get this, you want to know why?
Why? Was he kinky like that, or was it just he liked the way it looked?
No, it was to keep he detested bugs and flies. So he smeared servants all around him with honey that had to stand there and get the mosquitoes or the flies or whatever honey attracts.
Wouldn't that just end up attracting more flies?
That's what I thought when I read that.
Well, it obviously worked because he kept doing it.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's
one louse of a man, of a pharaoh.
Also seems like a waste of honey.
Yes, I would agree with that. Yes.
That just imagining how they got it off every day after work.
I don't think they had time off. sadly, I think they were more like slaves. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I had also heard that the pharaohs would be buried with their servants. Like the servants would be.
Still alive,
Yeah,
yeah.
like they'd close the tomb with the servants just probably being like, "Hey, he's not gonna notice I'm in here. He's dead already. You guys can just let me leave."
They should have. I mean, come on. What are they thinking?
Well, here's the thing: if you were a servant and you were being locked alive in the tomb, what's the worst that could happen if you fought back? They kill you?
Oh, that would be better than starving to death.
Starving to
That's
death, or
so
suffocating to death, or dehydration, whichever one came first.
Yeah.
Oof.
Rough times. Rough times.
Yeah.
This next one isn't. It's bad. It's crazy, but it's was not perpetrated on people.
Okay.
It was what they chose.
Okay.
So the Romans thought they used urine as mouthwash.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of mouthwash? Don't you, swish with Listerine to freshen your breath?
Yes.
Like, having pee breath sounds worse than morning breath.
Yes.
Morning, honey. How about a smooch? Oh, gee, your breath smells so nice and urine-y.
The women did it too, though.
Oh. Well, and they chose to do this.
Yeah, the elites. And get this. It had to be Portuguese urine.
Oh, well, there. You didn't say it was Portuguese urine. If you had started with Portuguese urine, then I would have been like, well, obviously that's good. That'll freshen up the old chompers there.
They thought that the ammonia in it would whiten their teeth and disinfect their mouth.
Had they never peed on something multiple times to find out that doesn't happen?
Apparently not. I was wondering why their own people's pee was not good enough.
Had to be Portuguese.
Yeah, the Emperor Nero he taxed the trade of importing bottles of Portuguese urine for the Roman elites that would buy this stuff up.
Rich people will truly buy the stupidest crap.
Some.
Well, there's people today.
There's eccentrics. But how many eccentrics would it take to make it a trade? Or a taxable trade?
Yeah, a taxable. That's the thing. It was big enough to be taxed.
Yeah.
It's not like, a handful of people were like, oh, yeah, I swish with Portuguese urine every day, and my teeth are bright and white. It had to be a lot of people swishing Portuguese urine.
Yes.
Now, how were they sure it was Portuguese urine? Like, did the Portuguese... I wonder if any of the Portuguese were like, hey, we're going to have some French pee in these bottles and sell it to the Romans. I don't know if France was even a country at the time, but...
I don't think so.
Well, my mind is blown, and I am disgusted by that.
One more thing. It was used in toothpaste and mouthwash up until the 18th century.
Oh, so this wasn't like an ancient Roman only.
No.
Until the 18th century.
18th century. 18th century. I couldn't believe it.
So the New World was already found, and people were still regularly swishing with Portuguese urine.
No, I think they made toothpaste out of it and mouthwash out of it
That
Well, they must have added something to it to make it smell. How can you make your urine smell good? I don't think it's possible.
maybe if you're swishing with it every day,
Old,
then you
old, old
might.
urine. Old urine has to stink.
Yeah, because it's not even fresh.
Yeah.
That really.
It's old.
I don't know why the fact that it's not fresh urine it bothers me. Like, it's not like you're like, oh, hey, pee in this cup for me. Oh, thanks. It's, oh, hey, send this to Portugal. Have someone pee in it for me. Send it back, and then I'll keep it keep it in the bathroom for a few weeks.
What were they thinking?
Did mint plants not exist? Like, how about just water? Yeah, just plain water.
I
feel like that would do a better job than
over
pee.
urine. Yes.
Oy.
And those are some of the things that I've been researching because they were just interesting facts. I saw them and I said, this can't be real. This can't be a fact. And so I had to do research on it. I actually did research and took notes on it because I couldn't believe it. I had to fact check the fact. Oh, Caligula tried to co-opt his horse as a priest. Let me correct that.
Oh, okay.
Well, because the fact on the list I saw said did make him a priest.
Now, was...
Wait. I'm sorry. I do have one more thing to say.
Okay.
There was an author by the name of Alois Winterling. He wrote a book on Caligula, a biography. He thought that Caligula's antics were to insult the senators.
Oh.
To insult the elites. And so that was... I forgot to tell you about that. But
one quick thing, though, about the horse priest. Now, was he teaching about human Jesus or horse Jesus? Very important.
I didn't think of that.
Or maybe Jesus is horse.
I think that's why he said co-opt him as a priest.
Now, would he actually get behind the altar on Sunday mornings and chew on the good book?
Horses will chew on stuff.
Yeah.
You got to keep stuff out of the... Like, if you have a desk outside a stall area, you don't want your horse reaching...
They'll chew on just about anything. It's not just goats.
No.
Well, my mind is blown. I'm also disgusted. And, yeah, I have much less respect now for the Romans.
Yes, that was bad.
And a lot of respect for the Portuguese. They are savvy business people. I wonder if someone was like, hey, those Romans are pretty stupid, I bet we could sell them urine for mouthwash.
Yes, I wondered myself how it started. Who was the first person?
No, I don't want to know who the first person is. I want to know who the second person is. Because the first person may have been out of their mind and been like, oh, yeah, urine for mouthwash has to be Portuguese. There could have just been one person who had a problem. I want to know who the second person that he told that to, and he was like, you know what? I'll give that a try. That's who I want to know.
Yes, that's more accurate. That's more accurate.
Well, this has been an interesting evening.
Yes.
Well, until next time, I'm John. That's Laurel. Have a good day.
Have a good day, folks.